Hey everybody, welcome back to Travelin Cowgirls.
Hey! We're here at, where are we at?
We're at Caesar's Creek,
Caesar's Creek.
which is located in
Close to Waynesville, Ohio.
Waynesville. I about said Waynesburg.
So yeah, we're here at Caesar's Creek and we're getting ready to check out the trails and the camp, and we're going to get you some really cool info.
Stay tuned. Hey everybody, we just got done riding about 14.2 miles here at Caesar's Creek.
Yep, good old Caesar's Creek. We had fun. We had a really good time.
It was so relaxing. Our horses did amazing.
They were phenomenal. The weather
was so much better than it was at Deer Creek.
This was a day later.
Yeah, this was literally the next day. And the sun was shining. It was just
girls' time, you know. We had Ashley riding with us, and she was a blast, and we had a really good time with her. And the trails were really good.
Yeah, there was a few spots that was a little muddy.
It was like more surface water and
right.
Not soggy mud ripping your shoes off type mud.
And again, keep in mind, we just had 10 inches melt completely. Yes. And it rained. Yeah. It was raining that morning.
Yeah, it was. And OHC does phenomenal on their trails. They put a little gravel down. It's never real muddy, sloppy.
Right.
It's wet. Don't get me wrong. There's wet spots there because you are riding. There is creeks everywhere through this.
Oh yeah.
Place. Like it's legit to its name.
Yeah.
We ride here a lot in the hot summer, and you can swim and play with the horses. You can ride your horses to the beach, and that's fun, isn't it?
Yes. This was our second time with me and Shelly being together that we've went, and the first time was really awesome. It was about the beginning of August.
Yeah, it was on
whenever
my birthday,
we went. Yeah. And we were swimming in the creek. Shelly's horse laid down in the creek. It was a lot of fun. And then
there's a beach you could take your horses to ride too.
Yes.
Play in.
Like it's probably like a mile long. Yeah. Of just a beach.
And it's really pretty and clean.
Yeah.
No trash or anything like that.
And in August, a hot summer day, people had their boats out on the water.
It was just really cool. It's a different experience with your horse.
Yes.
For sure. There's tons to do in this area.
Oh, yeah. They have Fox Hollow Rodeo, which is like 15 minutes, if that, down the road.
I don't think it's that far down the road at all. It's not far at all. And we went to the rodeo while we was there camping, and we had a blast. It
was so much fun. Shelly was dancing, acting like a hooligan, as always. If anybody has not caught on yet that Shelly is a hooligan,
yes,
go back through and watch our videos. It is clear as day.
Jalen, I got moves, okay?
You got something. I don't know if it's moves.
Anywho, the rodeo's fun. The bulls are like, I'm telling you, I've gone to PBR, and they put on a great show. Very family-oriented, very godly. They have a lot of, talking about Jesus. I love that. They have dancing through it.
It was so awesome. They stopped the rodeo halfway through and bring everybody that's in the crowd into the arena to line dance.
And everybody does it together and just has a great time. And so that's awesome. There's a flea market down the road.
That was, yes. And every Saturday and Sunday.
It's open. And then...
And that's just called Caesar's Creek Flea Market.
Yeah. And there's a tack shop, well, more of like a Western store called the Silver Spur, and it's right past the rodeo.
Yeah.
And it's really nice.
Yes.
And then the gas station across, we were really, I know this is probably, you're going to be like, why are you talking about this gas station? But this gas station was the bomb diggity.
Let me tell you, they had everything from fishing poles to cooking.
And to like a menu that lasts for 10 days.
I mean, they have just about everything. The food was amazing there. The workers were super nice. Very down to earth.
We went there so we spent the night from Saturday. We actually spent the night Friday night and Saturday night. So we went there the next day for lunch on Sunday. And people were coming there from church to eat their Sunday dinner. That's how awesome this gas station was.
I mean, they just have anything that you could think of.
I know.
And it's called the B&B Carryout.
Yes. That's what, you just looked it up, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. And you could pull your rigs in there real easy.
Oh, yeah, they got a big parking lot. And it is directly across from Fox Hollow Rodeo.
So, like, if you wanted to pull your horses down to go watch the rodeo, you could literally park them right there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Their parking lot was ginormous.
Now, back to the horse camp. That road is very, very, very small.
Easy to miss, too.
Easy to miss, and it is very narrow.
You actually missed it this time, didn't you?
Yes.
There is a sign, but you have to be really looking for it. If you have a big rig turning in coming from 71 into it, it's tight. Now, for us, we're just pulling pull behinds because we don't live very far, so it wasn't that big of a deal for us. But if you had a big rig pulling in there, you're going to have to take up the whole road.
Also, whenever we were there in August, Jason and Ashley, they had their living quarter.
You can,
like their big trailer.
Yeah, you can get it in there.
You can get it in.
But you're going to
You might want to be talented enough to do it that.
Yeah. And then, like, the road to get there was very, like, narrow, swervy, curvy, you know.
But it's just,
be careful.
It's very tight, and leaving there today, we had a few people that were flying by.
Yeah.
So just
be careful.
Be very careful on it. But the camp itself
is great.
It's a gorgeous camp. It's very flat. You can see every campsite.
There's really nice outhouses.
And you got trees for coverage.
Yeah, I recommend that if you're going to camp in the summer, that you camp as you pull into the camp on the left-hand side. So, because you do have to make reservations here. So if you're going to make your reservations and it's going to be in the summertime when it's warm, make sure you book your spots on the left-hand side of the camp because that's the tree line. You'll get good shade for your horses on the left-hand side of the camp. The middle,
no matter really what time of the day, there's always going to be shade over there.
Yes, the middle is right out open in the sun.
And so is the right-hand side.
So is the right-hand side. So we always really try to book, and I think it's like $25 a night, to $20 to $25 to book that. And you make your reservation on Caesar Creek State Park at the ODNR website. And you have to do that before you come if you're going to camp. But the camp is great. Really great. There's a little side trail that actually Ashley was telling us about when she was little.
Is it like a mile and a half long?
Like if your kid's in camp and you would want to let them take a trail that they couldn't get lost on, you know, they could ride that little loop back and forth to camp and they'd have a really good time.
Another thing about this camp, the trails are very wide and they're very well maintained.
Yeah. Like
there's a sign on one of the stops that said the first Tuesday of every month or something like that.
The OHC, yeah.
They come and clean up all the trails.
That's
and
awesome.
Remark and make sure all the marks are fine.
You know, we thank you for that, OHC. We want to give you a little pat on the back.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And all the trails are marked really, really good.
Yeah,
it's hard to get lost there.
No. What it says is what it is.
Yes.
And the views. You get to see the lake, and the lake is gorgeous.
Yes.
This is probably the only place I've ever been with a lake that you can ride your horse down to the lake and you're not going to sink.
Yeah. It's all sand. It's the beach.
You're not going to sink. You can trust it. And you just use your own judgment, I guess. If there's a spot that doesn't look safe, don't do it. But it's all sandy and you feel like you're kind of at a little mini ocean, you know, with them.
And it's a big lake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really big.
I think it's awesome that they just clear a spot off that you can take your horses and swim and ride. I love that idea. And we definitely
swim at your own risk with your horses. Be careful about that.
Yeah.
We're not encouraging anybody to do something they're not comfortable with doing.
Exactly. We really don't swim them. We just take them down and play a minute, at the beach part.
Well, Jose, if there's a little puddle, he starts pawing at it.
Yeah, he's jumping in that sucker.
He's a water dog. I don't care what you say.
He really is. He loves water. But our horses did so good.
I'm so proud of them.
Let's tell them how quickly we did that. We got there. So first of all, it was Sunday, so I went to church. And we live, an hour and a half from Caesar's Creek?
It's 2 hours for me.
Okay. So we got there at 1:30 p.m. And we were, saddled up at, 1:45-ish, 2-ish. And we got around that lake by 6 o'clock.
Back at the camp, unsaddled, in our trucks, ready to roll out.
And we rode what, like over 14 miles, right?
Yeah, it was 14.2 or something.
Yeah.
0.3, something like that.
And I'm just like, we talk a lot about like a place to go rack because we like to do that with our horses, and they enjoy it sometimes too. But this was the place to roll.
Yeah.
If you want to roll and have some fun.
I mean, the trails are so clear, and the ground's good.
Yeah, and we couldn't ride like that how we did at Deer Creek.
No.
Like, you couldn't go that speed.
No.
It was not safe enough to do that. But it was completely...
Ivan thinks he's starting to turn into a gaited horse.
Her little trotting horse is doing good.
He's a trotting machine, honestly.
Our horses did fantastic. Couldn't ask anything better out of them.
I mean, it was a great day all the way around.
It really was. And this is good for young or old horses.
Yeah, there's trails of all types of different miles on it.
Yeah, you can, and this is good for, if you're starting out a colt, you're trying to learn, teach them a few things. There's a lot of things going on there. There is a lot of hunters there.
We did run into quite a few.
Yeah, which if you're riding in the summer, you're not probably going to have that problem as much. But there is definitely people going to be out and about at Caesars Creek. You're going to see other horse people.
It is a pretty popular area.
Yeah. But there's tons to do, and you know what? You just need to check out Caesars Creek. If you've never been
And
there.
Fox Hollow.
Yes. It's fun. It's really fun. We actually go to Fox Hollow in the winter, even like when we're not riding, just to go to a rodeo, because they have a rodeo every Saturday. And sometimes they put one on Fridays too. Sometimes they do like a 2-day weekend thing. But yeah, go check out Caesars Creek. Tell them what to do, Jen.
You better like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Amen, sister. And you know what? We're really thankful for everybody following and subscribing to our channel, and just keep it up.
We have some exciting things coming for you.
We do.
What are they going to do, Chelly? I'm just joking. I don't know how to say it. And what else do we need to tell them?
We're going to need to tell them happy trails.
Well, happy trails, everybody.
Happy trails, y'all.